we are now going to do a very important session. It is on interviews. This is the best thing ever because interviews are the main stepping stones for your success, isn't it? So, when you attend any interview in a very efficient way, you are more confident and you face the interviewers very confidently and you get a very good job, isn't it? So, now I am going to give you some tips on how to face an interview very confidently. First, we are going to see telephonic interview. This is the age where they have a dearth of time, okay, time constraint. So, they do not call a person to another place and have an interview as those days. Now, it is very common that they have a telephonic interview. Even a person who is in France can interview a person in India, in Chennai. A person in Germany, for a German company, can interview a person in India just over the phone. So, all these like through computers, through telephones, through Skype. So, it is very common these days. So, how you should go about this telephonic interview, we are going to see. Okay. So, take down the points. Telephonic interviews. Okay. I am just going to give you some points. I will read out and I will explain to you how you should go about it and you take down the points from that. Okay. Although it is customary for interviewers to give you an advance notice of a telephone interview, some will not. Okay. Some companies give you an advance notice, like we are going to interview you after 2 days at this time. But some companies, they just call you and say like we saw your proforma or biodata on online and we would like to interview you at present. And you should not get a little frightened or you should not become jittery and say, oh, what am I going to do? Now that I am going to give you the confidence to face an interview, you better listen and go accordingly. Okay. So, they will not just ring up and go for it. Once you start, okay, they will just ring up and go for it. So, once you start sending out applications, be prepared for telephone interviews. That call can come at 8 a.m. on Monday morning and 7 p.m. Friday evening or even at 9 p.m. Sunday night. So, your first point is any time they may call you. Any time they may call you for an interview or they may fix an interview over the telephone. So, be prepared. Okay. This is the first point. Anytime they call you, you should be prepared. Next point, practice your voice projection. Speak aloud to practice. Ask someone else to listen to you or even record and play yourself back. It's amazing how different you sound. You will notice the bad habits like using non-fillers, all that. Okay. So, you have to avoid all that. So, you have to be very well prepared and so you have to practice your voice modulation. So, second point, practice your voice modulation. Beforehand. How do you prepare? You have to record your voice. You can even record your voice and check. Sometimes you don't know how your voice sounds. So, if you record your voice and you check it up as to how it sounds, then you will know how the listener will feel. Or even if you have a trusted friend, you can speak and you can make him or her listen to you and just give you some expertise guidance. Okay? So, this is how you check your voice modulation. Next point, obviously telephone practice as well as general interview question practice is essential. Okay? So, every practice is essential, not only telephone practice, even general interview practice is very important. You just cannot go and offhand take an interview and just answer it. You have to prepare properly and also speak out aloud. Okay, you have to speak aloud and practice. That is why I have written practice your voice modulation. And next point I told you, you have to prepare very well for your interviews. And you can demonstrate a good knowledge regarding the job, the company, the products and services and even its competitors. That means undertaking research. So, what should you do? You should make a research of the company you are applying for. Okay? You should know everything, all the details about the company before speaking to its boss. When they interview you, if you don't seem to know anything, they will have a very poor opinion of you. So, you should make an attempt to do a research on everything. So, you should be able to demonstrate a good knowledge regarding the job, the company, its products. That is, job means the post that you are applying for. So, you need not know about all the posts, at least the post that you are applying for, you should have a very good knowledge. Like if you are taking a managerial post, a manager, what he is supposed to do, you should know. Okay? And also about the company, what its products are, what they are doing, whether they are exporting or importing spare parts, everything you should know. Its products and services and even its competitors. Who are the other companies they are competing with this particular company, you should know. Okay, so you have to make a research. That is what I have written in one line. Next point, try to anticipate the question you will be asked that demonstrate you can do the job. Okay, try to anticipate. Anticipate means expect beforehand what questions you will be asked that will check you. Then prepare accordingly. So, you should anticipate always, you should sit in the place of the interviewer and try to find out what exactly they want to ask you or what they expect from you. You should try to guess and prepare accordingly. For example, technical questioning on the telephone is common as a means to screen candidates. So, just to filter, screening candidates means to filter the candidates, just to eliminate, they will ask questions about technical operation of a telephone, because you are speaking over the phone, they may ask you questions on that. Okay? The questions may not be in great depth, but should be known by a good candidate. They may not ask you in-depth questions about the telephone, technical devices in telephone, but you should know something about it. Okay, a general knowledge of telephone, technical details about telephone is very essential. They may ask you to check you, and in case you do not know, they will just eliminate you, because these are all preliminary things. A technical knowledge of telephone application. Is necessary. Okay, let's go on to the next point. During the interview, the interviewer has only ears with which to judge you, and that is something you must exploit. See, this technical knowledge of telephone application is essential. Why? Because this is a telephonic interview. So, they may ask you, how do you think that we can judge you, and do you know how this happens, that happens. They may ask you some technical questions. And also this telephonic interview, the interviewer can just hear your voice. Okay, he has to make a judgment, or he has to make a picture of you and also judge you according to your voice. So, you may be a very confident person, a very handsome or pretty young candidate, but if you do not speak properly, effectively, then you may be a failure. So, for a telephonic conversation, you have to use your voice properly. So, you have to exploit your voice. See, now you may be dressed in a full suit with a tie and all that, but over the telephone, is that going to be shown? No, only your voice. So, during the interview, the interviewer has only ears with which to judge you. So, you have to be very careful. You must exploit that particular aspect. Be very careful in using your voice. With which, with only which, okay, with only which the interviewer can judge you. Okay, so he has only ears to hear your voice. He cannot see you, he cannot judge you otherwise. So, your voice is the best mechanism for you to win over. Next aspect, have your research and company notes to hand. You should also have a copy of the resume that you sent to the company. Remember, the most effective resumes are those that are especially tailored. Tailored means nothing to do with stitching. Prepared, that is what they call it, tailored. See, I will read out again. Have your research and company notes to hand. That is, when you speak, you should have all the research work that you have done. Make a research, I told you, a thorough study of the company. Everything should be before you. So, prepare everything and keep in one file, and so that you can just check into it when you talk. And you should not be flipping for pages when you are talking. You should not be flipping for pages, it should all be set before you. Okay? So, keep your research and company notes at hand, and then You should also have a copy of the resume. They may question you from the resume also. Resume is nothing but the biodata. Okay, your application resume also you should have a copy of it. They may twist and ask you, you have stated like this in your resume, but why are you asking this or something like that. You should be able to give an explanation. So, what are the two things here? Keep in front of you or keep before you company notes and a copy of resume. This is a French word with an accent, so we pronounce it as resume. Okay, next point. Take a surprise call in your stride. If you are looking for work, then no telephone interview should really be a surprise. Okay, like in case they call you and they say we are going to interview you, just like that, you say, oh, I am so seeing nervous and all that. You should never show it to the other side. Yes, good morning, I am ready. Shoot your question. Okay, you can go on with the questions. That's how you should be prepared. Okay, be always prepared for your questions. Be calm and collected. Remember to slow your breathing at least by counting to 5 with each inhale and exhale. So, don't start gasping like oh, is it okay. You should never show your nervousness over the phone. So, beforehand itself you have to practice inhale and exhale, like yoga practice. Take 5 minutes to inhale and 5 minutes to exhale. So, breathing practice is very important and you have to stay calm, okay, calm and collected. And you should not be so surprised with any telephonic interviews. Okay, stay calm and collected. Breathe easy. Next one, see, these are all very important points you jot down. For anybody it will be useful, not only for you, whoever is facing an interview, it will be very important. Okay. Next, smile. It really makes a difference in your voice, so much so that the person on the other end can tell you when you are smiling. See, like a grumpy face, a grouchy face, all that can be felt on the other side. People who are interviewing you will know a lot of psychology. So, you should be prepared to face such experts. So, is it? Oh, great, thank you. All this, like, keep a smiling face and your voice will make a lot of difference. Okay. So, keep smiling. I will write here itself, keep smiling. Always, that is throughout the interview. Do not frown or fret and fume. Okay, always have a smiling face. It has a lot of, it makes a lot of difference. Next point is always sound positive. Like, don't say, how will I be able to do this? I don't know whether I will be able to achieve the target. Do not ever say that. You have to be positive. Yes, sir, I am sure. I think I am sure I can do it. Okay, that's how positive you should be. Sound positive, friendly and collected. If you need time, say, thank you for calling. Would you wait just a moment while I close the door? So, in case they have called you and the door is wide open and there is a lot of disturbance outside, so you should ask them. So, you should just say, thanks for calling sir, but would you please mind if I go close the door and come? Because an interview should be uninterrupted and without any disturbance. So, you should always say that. Okay. And okay, I will just write down that point. What should you say? Always be positive, positive in your speech, and you can ask for time to go close the door. Please do not say, just wait, I will go close the door and come. No, you should just say, thank you for calling me, and could you please wait for some time that so that I can close the door and come. That is how you should ask. Okay. Be professional as if it was a face to face interview. You should, like, whatever your profession is, whatever job you have applied, you have to be very professional, as though you are talking to a person right in front of you. You should speak into the phone. Don't be over familiar with the interviewer, it happens. Yes, yes, oh yeah, okay, you shouldn't be too familiar. Yes, yes, that's true. Like, don't do all that as though you speak to a friend. No, be friendly in the sense, not that you should be too familiar with the interviewer. You should, he is your boss, so you should always give due respect. Okay, always be positive. Don't be too familiar. Don't be too familiar. And also, you should always refer to the interviewer by his or her surname until invited to do otherwise. In case he is Mr. Browning, he is Mr. Lakshmikanthan Reddy. Okay, Lakshmikant Reddy. You should call him Mr. Reddy. You should not call him, yes, Mr. Lakshmikant. You should never use the first name of the interviewer or your boss. You should always use the surname. Okay, so always use the surname. See, this is official etiquette. Okay, even when you are working with someone, don't try to be too familiar. In case you get appointed and you go and join, also do not use the name of your boss, the first name of your boss. You should always call him, yes, Mr. Reddy, I shall do that, yes sir, all that. Okay, so whatever the surname is, you should only use that. Okay, listen carefully to the interviewer. Listening and communication skills are essential. Sometimes when they are asking a question itself, you start answering before they could finish. That is very bad. You should always listen carefully, or even if they say, see, I think you are too very haughty means proud, and or I think you are very inefficient or something. If they say, no, don't say that, you cannot cut across their conversation. Let them finish whatever they say. Yes sir, but whatever you said may not be true, so I would like to refute to your point of view like this. Okay, so do not cut across conversations, you should listen carefully. Okay, be factual in your answers, always state only the facts. Do not over exaggerate things and talk. Okay, you may think, okay, it's only a telephone interview, so I can give some exaggerated version. Do not do that. They are very clever, they can guess. So, the next point, do not exaggerate be factual. And also be attentive. Be attentive, that is to listen carefully, and do not do not eat while you are talking. Do not smoke or eat. Okay? Do not eat while you are This is a very bad habit. I think in India we have this practice of chewing pan or having a bubble gum and speaking. So, you should never do that. Okay? It gives a very bad impression when you do that. So, when you are answering an interview or when you are taking up an interview, telephonic interview, do not think, oh, that person may not even know what I am doing and keep eating, yeah, yeah, yes, no. That gives a very bad impression. Okay? So, do not exaggerate, be factual, be attentive, that is listen to what the other person says, and then do not eat while you answer. Okay? All these are very, very important. Next one. Shut out all background noise such as pets, children playing and the television. Sometimes when you are at home, when they call you, children may be playing, they may make noise, or even your pet dog can be barking outside or your cat can be mewing outside. So, you have to see that the room is soundproof. It is like disrespecting the interviewer if you allow noise to take over. Even telephone you have to switch on, television you have to switch off. Do not have the TV on when you are on an interview. Take notes and they will be invaluable to you in preparing for the face to face meeting. So, before that what should you do? Shut off all noise. Shut down all noises around you. You can and take down notes. It may be helpful. See, first they will have a telephonic interview and then they may have a face to face interview. So, when you have the telephonic interview, if you jot down points, it will help you when you go on for your face to face interview. It may help you After I give you all the points, I am going to give you lot of interviews, model and mock interviews, and this will be very useful, I tell you, throughout your life, because not only for you, you can tell your children or your brothers and sisters. These are the points to follow. Next one. Prompt the interviewer to invite you to interview by saying, I am immediately available for interview if you would like to arrange one now. Okay, like in case they call you and ask you, when can we have the interview, like when would you be free, you can always say, I am immediately available for interview if you would like to take one now. So you should always be ready. You shouldn't say, oh, I am not prepared, maybe next week or next month. You should never do that. Okay. Taking care to ascertain the correct spelling and pronunciation of the interviewer's name shows your concern for the small but important things in life. It will be noticed. Like the one who is interviewing you, for example, one Mr. Reddy, you should not mispronounce the name, you should have the correct pronunciation of the name. Okay. Next one, if you require more details like a job description or person specification, ask for one. Like in case you are not very sure of your portfolio, okay, like the interviewer is asking questions to you and you are not very sure of your portfolio, you can just ask him, I would be greatly obliged if you could give me a description of the job, please. Okay, you should ask in a very pleasing and nice way with a lot of manners. Then they will think that you are really interested in the job. Next one, next point, you should always thank the person who interviews you after the interview, and you should say, thank you very much sir, it was a very pleasant interview and I am always available for the face to face interview. You can call me anytime. Okay. So, these are the points. Okay, let me jot down the points. Before that I told you, what was the point that I told you? You should always be available. So, you should tell them or you should show them that you are always available for always ready, okay, for the face to face interview. And next point, you should thank the interviewer when you have finished. Okay. Thank the interviewer and say you had a great time. With the interview. Okay, so always you should thank the interviewer and say that I had a great time, thank you so much, I am sure you had a great time too. So, you should always be very confident when you speak to your interviewer, keep smiling, even your smile can mean a lot over the phone too. And let us see, these are the points, 12 points we have summed up here, and let me read it again, and next we are going to see some telephonic interviews. Anytime they may fix an interview over the telephone, so always be prepared. Practice your voice modulation beforehand. How do you practice? You can record your voice or you can speak to your friends and ask them to check on your voice. If you have a monotonous straight voice, that may not be interesting over the phone. Next point, make a research of the company you are applying for. Get all the details about the company its products that they are manufacturing, and also its enemy companies, its rival companies, and whether they are exporting, importing, what they are doing, everything you should know beforehand, and you make notes of it. Next one, a technical knowledge of telephone application is necessary. This, by chance, if they ask you, like, because it's a telephonic interview, they may ask you about technical aspect of the telephone interview, and you should be prepared with that also. Next one, be careful in using your voice with only which the interviewer can judge you. The interviewer has nothing else to judge you, it is only your voice. So, always keep it calm and soothing and pleasant, because only through his ears he is going to judge you. So, keep your voice very pleasant. Keep before you company notes and a copy of the resume. So, all the notes, the research that you had prepared about the company, you keep it right in front of you. You shouldn't be running around searching for things when you are on an interview, telephonic interview. Everything should be right in front of you, the points, everything, and also on the other side have the resume that you had sent to the company, your biodata. Resume is nothing but your biodata which you had sent to the company, that should be on the other side, because based on that also questions may be asked. Next point, stay calm and collected. So, you should be calm, you shouldn't be nervous, okay. So, through your tone they can find out how very confident you are. Breathe easy, exhale and inhale in a very relaxed manner, and keep smiling always, even your smile can be reflected over the phone. Always be positive in your speech, okay. Do not say I do not know whether I will be able to do it, never do that. Always say yes, I am very sure I can achieve the target, I can achieve the goal, everything. So, you should be positive in your speech. Do not be too familiar, always use the surname of the interviewer. So, do not yes, yes, Dayala, no, you shouldn't be very informal, you should always be very formal and use the surname only of the interviewer or any person you are referring to. Do not exaggerate, be factual. See, in case they ask you about your work experience, you should not exaggerate and say, oh, I worked in so many companies like this, like that. Be factual. Do not try to impress the interviewer by giving any exaggerated version. State only the facts. Be attentive, that is, listen carefully to the interviewer and then you speak. Do not eat while you answer, okay. Do not chew food or do not keep eating when you answer. Next point, shut down all noises around you. Do not have anything to disturb you when you are on the interview, and shut down all the noises like your pets or your children. Anybody should not make any noise. And take notes, whatever you are talking, you have a pad, a writing pad and a pencil or pen, and take down the notes as to what they are talking. It may help you for the face-to-face interview which is going to happen later. You should show them that you are always ready for the face-to-face interview. So, I shall be much obliged or I shall be always ready for your for the interview, and you can call me anytime. So, that should be your attitude. Always thank the interviewer and say you had a great time with the interview. So, you should thank the interviewer towards the end of the interview. So, just do not finish it very abruptly by saying okay, yes, I will see to it or something like that. Thank you very much, I had a great time, speaking to you, and I am sure I shall meet you in person for the face to face interview. Okay. So, take down these points and go through it. Now, we are going to see some conversations.